Hey guys, how's it going? I am Joy, and we are back once again with our NFL predictions versus. I am joined as always with my good buddy Steve. How
Hey,
are
Joe.
you tonight?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I'm okay. Uh,
Yeah.
this this video is gonna be fun. I can already tell. Um,
Yeah.
so
Content we have to cover this week.
there's a lot to cover. So I guess we should just start first with how we did. So what was your record for week 9?
Last week it was pretty good there. I finished 12-2, unbelievably.
Oh boy. Oh, I went 9-5.
Yeah.
So, rip comeback chances. So, first things first, let's not discuss that particular elephant in the room and let's go straight to the Monday night game.
Okay.
I'll come back to Sunday night, don't worry, freaking troll. But the Jets, the Jets almost beating the Patriots on Monday night
True. True.
scared the living daylights out of Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what was your take on that? Because that was insane.
Yeah. That was that was unbelievable there. Two two pathetic teams made a great game out of it there.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
it was probably what 10:30, 11 o'clock at night or something, and John DM'd me on Discord and said you might want to check the game, and so I
Yeah.
did, and I just sent him a long line of dots. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, what? Because the Jets were up, I think, like 10. They were up by
True.
10 in the fourth quarter, and it was like,
Yeah.
I don't know how they
Luckily,
managed to throw that away, to be honest.
yeah. Luckily, Cam Newton and Belichick came out with a better game plan the second half of the game.
Yeah, thankfully, I just don't understand what happened. Partially, Cam Newton
Yeah.
not being good, for one. He's not good for that system.
True.
I said it when they first got him. He was not the quarterback that fit in that
No.
alignment.
No.
And then there's also that kid in Dallas. I don't know his name, Gilbert something.
Yeah. True.
I
There.
forget his name, but he was a little rock star
True.
that
There.
game. That was amazing.
They came out fire the first half. There. It was like I forget the score. There. They were so up far ahead of the Steelers, and on top of that, Ben Roethlisberger uh, injured his left knee there in the first half there, but then
Oh,
he came back in the second half there. They're all better, and then suddenly they came back to win it.
which was very, very
Unbelievably.
thankful. Yeah, unbelievably, indeed. So I'm actually impressed with the kid, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do going forward with him. Because we know that Dak's not going to be able to play the rest of the year. So
No.
then we also have what I deemed was possibly upset potential, almost coming to fruition with Carolina nearly beating the Chiefs.
Yeah, true there.
That game was close.
Yeah. Luckily, Mahomes there managed to make a comeback there, but not only the Panthers lost there, they also lost Christian McCaffrey again to injury.
Again, yeah, that was big sad.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to take New Orleans and Tampa for me?
Okay,
Go,
there.
go, you
I
can
was
go
expecting
ahead.
a much, yeah, I was expecting much closer game than I expected there. I figured, the Saints might come away with win there by a field goal or less, but I wasn't expecting Drew Brees to come out firing on all cylinders there to slaughter poor Tom Brady.
Yeah, um, the thing with that game, New Orleans had a lot to prove because
Yeah,
everybody went against them. So they really took that personally. So I'm not surprised really at the outcome. The thing that I found funny, troll changed his name so many times in my server because of this. Taysom Hill had a better QB rating than Tom Brady did.
Yeah,
That
that's
was,
amazing.
yeah, that's absolutely insane. I, for one, like Taysom Hill. I think that he should be the heir apparent, but I'm apparently alone in that thinking.
Yeah,
But I think that would be good. They pressured Tom Brady a lot. He was
yeah,
constantly on fourth down,
yeah,
and
true.
thankfully he actually knew what down it was this time, unlike when he faced the Bears.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when he did that against the Bears there late in the game
Oh
there,
my
and he,
god, that he's for being as good of a QB as he is not having the best of years mentally. He's
no,
just been so beat down, and then it doesn't help, when you have, people your age smirking at you for completely destroying you after the game.
yeah,
It's
exactly there.
disrespectful, but it's also well deserved. And as much as I went with Tampa because they were the home team, and I figured that they would split the divisional games with New
Yeah,
Orleans,
true.
I was wrong. I own
No,
that. My
yeah, don't worry.
apologies.
Don't worry. A lot of people felt the same way you did there.
Yeah, but it's different. This is different. Um,
Yeah,
I like New Orleans.
yeah,
I think that
yeah,
Cameron Jordan is a beast on defense. I think that the fact that they have
yeah,
a strong secondary helps a lot. Their two-back
yeah,
offense in Kamara and Murray is fantastic. Michael Thomas is one of
yeah.
the best wide receivers in the league. And then, of course, Drew Brees being one of my favorite quarterbacks of
Alvin
all
Kamara.
time. They have all the
Yeah,
power on paper, and they are
don't forget
scary.
that Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara and Murray, the two-back offense. So they have.
That's why. That's why I picked him.
That's why I picked them. Yes, I know. I'm aware. I know. I goofed. I goofed big, and
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
apologize for being wrong. Is that enough groveling? Can we move on?
don't worry. There, you're not.
Yay, we can move on now. Okay, good. That being done.
Okay.
I really am sorry, though, and I know that he's going to rip me
Chapter
for
on
it.
that one.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
Week 10. You ready to get rolling?
Yes, ma'am. Let's get on with it.
All right. This is going to be a long video. We have the Colts visiting the Titans, and Derrick Henry is also a beast. My favorite back in the league.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, the Colts. They're last week. They lost to who did they lose to?
The Colts. They lost to Baltimore, I believe.
Baltimore. There.
Yeah,
Yeah,
24 to 10.
that's one. Yeah, that's one of the games I lost on there. So I took Indianapolis there for granted there to try to win it there, but fortunately I was wrong.
Yay, I finally got one of
So
those split games to go my direction. I needed it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't. I think Indianapolis is going to struggle there against Mike Vrabel's
Mm-hmm.
offensive team there, and yeah. So that way, I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I didn't really think that Indianapolis would have much against the Ravens, so I'm glad that they ended up losing, because really, if you would have swept me in the split games, there was no recovering.
Yeah,
So I too am taking Tennessee, even though they've had a lot of really close games. So they haven't really been definitively good.
yeah,
So I'm concerned as a partial kind of fan of Tennessee. I'm a little concerned about that, but
yeah.
we'll see how it does. And
Yeah.
next up,
Before we
yes,
get to the
sorry, go
Sunday
ahead.
game,
Yeah.
before we get to the Sunday game, there, got to discuss quirk in the TV schedule there.
Go ahead.
There's going to be no early games on CBS on Sunday because of the Masters golf tournaments going on.
Oh, golf. Yay.
Yeah,
Football is
that's
being replaced by people who
normally
walk.
true. They're normally the tournament in April because of all the Pepsi pandemic earlier this year, they had them move it to November.
Yeah, that does make some sense. So if you want any NFL action, you're going to have to tune into Fox. Early NFL action.
Yeah, for the early games.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the early games there. CBS is going to do the couple games in the late window there.
Yeah, that makes some sense. Okay. I wonder what ones are getting shifted around then. That's going to be interesting.
I think it's just a 1 week only deal there.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, but it's just golf, so it's not going to be around forever.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's a major there.
Yeah, it is like a major tournament, so that does make sense. I just comparing the two sports is like, but why though?
Like day.
All right, so moving on to Sunday, whenever these do get done, we have the Eagles at the Giants, who were surprisingly not bad recently.
Yeah, true there, but
They may win the
it was
division.
only true, but it was only against the Washington football team there.
That's fair, yeah. And
Maybe
didn't
there.
I think Kyle Allen got hurt in that game,
True there.
so they're gonna have to be starting
Yeah,
Alex
now they're
Smith,
going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
which is
But
good.
back to the Eagles and Giants there. Eagles are coming off a bye there, and and they're I imagine they'll come out hungry there with a new game plan there and start hang on to a top spot in the NFC East there. I know that division's pathetic there.
Ugh, it's the worst division in the league,
True.
honestly. So I agree with you. I'm taking Philadelphia as well. Coming off of a bye, they'll be more fresh, ready to roll. I don't know about coming out fighting, because I don't know if they have any of that, to be honest, but I do think that they're at least good enough to take on New York.
Exactly.
Speaking of bad teams, Jacksonville will be going to Green Bay.
Yeah, true. This one's an outsider there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of the game right now. There we go.
Yeah.
We take Green Bay.
Rodgers couldn't slow it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I don't like him, and for what it's worth, I hope we're wrong. But we're not.
Yeah.
I highly, highly doubt that we are. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then the aforementioned Washington football team will be going to the NFC North to take on the Detroit Lions.
True there. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see this week how Alex Smith will adjust to his teammates there.
Mm-hmm. It will be.
But but imagine there if he goes down to injury, they're going to go back to the quarterback they get launched in the first place there.
Haskins?
Yeah, have to bring him back and start some games there.
Yeah, I really do hope that Alex Smith has a good game. I'm personally taking Detroit to win it, but I do hope that Alex Smith at least does well. I do root for him after his injury.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm going the Lions there, 100% there.
All right, good. Hopefully, they can get their ship righted. I don't know what's going on with them, to be honest. Coaching is just a problem.
Yeah,
they should ditch him and just move on, but I don't think that they're going to. I mean, at least not before the end of the year, and even then, I think they're going to let him coach out the rest of his contract before they even think about moving on. It's just the
person you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the Lions' way. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Speaking of annoyances, Houston at the ever annoying for me personally, Cleveland.
You like the Browns, do you?
I wanted to. I don't like Mayfield. I like the dog pound. Their fan base name is amazing. I like their run game. I like the fact that they were always underdogs. But Baker Mayfield, no.
Something about him you don't like.
Yeah, he just rubs me the wrong way. But, I mean, I didn't like Johnny Football either, so. Take that for what it is.
understand there. And the receiving corps doing okay, especially without OBJ there.
Yeah. They lost pretty heavily, though, didn't they, against the Raiders? No, not the
Yeah,
Raiders.
true.
They're coming off a bye, but yeah. The last game that
Yeah,
they had, they lost to the Raiders.
yeah, 16-6 there.
Yeah, so they didn't lose, like, badly, but they still lost, which makes me happy.
True. But I'm sorry for this, Joey, but this week I'm going to go with the Browns to win this one.
Yeah, I actually agree with you on that one. I do like Houston more just because of freaking JJ Watt, but
Mhm.
coming off of the bye, having the amazing run game that they do, it's at home. I gotta go Cleveland. I don't like
Okay.
it, but
Sure.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
The NFC South is up next with the Carolina Panthers hosting Tampa.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I guess you heard about Bruce Arians making comments about Tom Brady there.
No, actually, what did he say? Anything good?
Oh,
Well, bad, but good isn't like juicy.
yeah, actually he said he needs to improve his game better there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That
but
honestly should fire him up.
yeah,
Brady
oh,
tends to get
period.
offended a lot, so
Yeah,
his inner Karen should show up, and
yeah,
he'll just be upset. And this game should be a statement comeback type of game for them,
true there.
which is why I'm taking them to win.
Yeah, exactly. I expect Brady to come out there after that horrible loss to the
Ugh,
Saints there and
he
uh,
better.
come out with all his weapons. And so I'm going with the Brady bunch there over the Panthers.
Brady bunch. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Marsha here as well, and I'm taking Tampa. They better come out upset and
Yeah.
and angry because he is at his best when he takes umbrage with the game. So I really, really want him to play lights out like he should have last week, and at least muster more than 3 points.
Yeah.
So hopefully they will. I am not going to give up on this team. No, troll, he is not my boyfriend, but he is a very good QB. You have to agree to that much at least.
Mm-hmm.
So we're both taking Tampa.
Yep.
We haven't disagreed at all, have we?
No.
Cool, alright. Well, this is actually not cool because I need split games to actually catch up to you, so we better start disagreeing quickly. Maybe we will on this one. Maybe we will on this one. We have LA going to Miami. The Chargers. Sorry.
Okay, there. What can I say about Tua there last week there?
Probably
he
many
came
things.
Out on yeah, true there. Him and what's his face there? I forget the Arizona quarterback again there.
Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray there, yeah.
What's his face, Murray?
Right now. Yeah. They both had one hell of a game last week there.
It was very good. Yeah, I think it was like a 34-31.
Yeah,
did the Dolphins win that? I think they won that. Yeah.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphins won that one.
Dolphins.
It was a loss for me.
Yeah.
Made me sad.
Yeah. And I'm expecting more from Tua this week there. I mean, the Chargers there, they found new ways to blow leads there. I mean, a couple weeks ago against the Broncos there, and then against the Raiders last week they're fumbling in the end zone at the last second.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another thing that John and I talked about too. The 1 week that we go with them to win, they do this in the end of the game. It's like,
yeah, true.
Come on, man. I really do like Herbert. I think that Herbert has potential.
Yeah, maybe used to can do at the end there. Come on, man.
I love that so much. I wanted to get that actually as a
Yeah,
clip. I wanted to get some Chris Berman clips, but
yeah,
I was concerned about copyright, so I was like, maybe I shouldn't do it. But I mean, we could always try to channel our inner Berman, but it's that's so hard to do.
true.
He's amazing. I freaking love Chris Berman.
Yeah, he's a genius. Yeah. But anyway, this back this week, I'm going to go with 2-1 Dolphins to win this week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I again agree with you, and I'm taking the Dolphins. I like Herbert, but he needs help. He needs pieces around
Yeah,
him to be good. And simply because they're at home, I have to give the edge to
yeah,
Miami in this one. I don't like it,
yeah,
but I have to do it. Alrighty, we have an AFC West, I believe, if my brain's working properly. We have the Broncos
yeah.
in Vegas.
Take on the Raiders there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We discussed how the Raiders won last week there.
Mm.
And Broncos there didn't do too good in Atlanta there.
Yeah, the
So,
Broncos seem to be doing decently well, all things considered.
yeah, Drew Lock's doing okay there,
Surprisingly.
but with some games he's good, and some games he 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 can do real bad there.
He's like Philip Rivers. You never know which one you're
Yeah,
gonna get.
true. But this week I'm going to go with the Raiders to win this one there in the Death Star.
Yeah. Which I needed to get some clips of that so that I could add it into editing, but I keep forgetting because Star Wars
Yeah.
is not my bag. But anyway, I agree with
Nope.
you again, and I'm going with Derek Carr. Oh, that was what I wanted to say actually about the game. I believe in the heart of the car.
Yeah, there you go.
Yu-Gi-Oh reference on point, possibly. I don't know. I'm not a nerd. But anyway, I agree with you, and I'm taking Vegas as well. I'm just triggering everybody. Alrighty. The Bills, who had a decent game, will be taking on the Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals. In Arizona.
In Arizona there, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, Allen there, he shocked Russell Wilson and Seahawks there.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised by that
Me
game.
there.
Yep. I was surprised.
Me too there. Yeah.
So, do we think that he can do it again?
Yeah, I think he can do it there. Getting some more points to improve his chances of winning MVP this year. There, so I'm going with Josh Allen and the Bills there to beat Cardinals.
Yeah, I actually once again agree with you. We are just gonna not disagree ever, and I am not gonna have any chance. it's the episode of agreement. I was torn though. I was gonna go with Arizona because they're at home, and that's typically what I do is close games. But the Bills, I want to believe that they're legit. Everyone keeps saying that they are, so I want to believe it. So I'm gonna take a risk here and believe it. And if they let me down, then at least I will know that part of me was right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We've got San Francisco going to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Niners there are wounded team there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, they are definitely wounded.
Yeah. Most of their team is on the IR there, so
Yeah.
don't
Now, I mean,
expect
Nick Mullins
anything
isn't a bad QB, but it's not going to do him any good if he doesn't have anybody to throw to.
True.
So,
Exactly.
I think we agree again.
Yeah. obviously we're going to pick the Saints
Yeah.
there
Yeah, I am not
and get the
making
momentum.
the same mistake twice. I am taking New Orleans,
Yeah.
and if
Mhm.
they somehow manage to cough it up, I will be very surprised. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I. This would be the upset of the season.
Okay.
So I'm 100% taking the Saints, and I have no doubt that they'll
Yeah.
probably put up another 38 plus,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
it's just gonna they're just gonna steamroll the rest of the season.
exactly
I don't
there.
see
Uh,
anyone stopping them. I got a few of their games from Troll in our
mhm.
DMs earlier, and I don't see anyone really stopping them.
Nope.
So who dat?
Yeah.
All right, we have an NFC West battle. Up next, we have
Okay.
the Seahawks going to visit the Rams.
Yeah. This one's a good battle there.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson needs a big game that after that their huge loss against the Bills there,
Hmm.
and the Rams there are coming down to earth a little bit there.
A little bit.
So
Were they on the bye last week?
yeah, I think they were.
Yeah, I don't see them on my schedule, so I'm pretty sure that they were. So they're going to be
But
well rested.
yeah,
That
they
defense,
need new
though.
yeah they need a new game plan there basically.
Hmm.
Hopefully they come up with one during the bye week, but unfortunately there it won't do me any good this week because I think Russell Wilson wants to avenge that loss last week there, and I think he will, and
Yeah.
he'll beat the Rams.
Yeah, I think that he does need a comeback game, and I think that he is able to do it. But we finally disagree, and I am taking the Rams.
Okay.
We finally disagree on one, and of course, it's the game that's the freaking closest to call.
Okay.
So I like Los Angeles's defense a lot better. I don't like
Yeah.
Jared Goff, to be honest, as a QB. I think that he's just a higher paid Nick Foles in a way. Like you could plug him in any other system and he'd be
Yeah.
just as good.
Exactly.
So I don't really think
Yeah.
that their offense is really all that special, but their defense I do enjoy. So we'll see how this game shapes up. Hopefully, the lone split game will go my way. Actually,
Yeah.
I think we'll probably have two split
Okay.
games. Now that I'm looking at the rest of the schedule, I think we're going to split
Yeah.
twice. So we shall see.
Okay.
Next up, AFC
Okay.
North, Cincinnati, going to Pittsburgh.
Mhm. Yeah. True. There. This one's a no doubt there because
In my opinion, as well.
Joe Burrow. Yeah, Joe Burrow's Burrow still needs a ton of weapons there, and Ben's like we said, they're coming off that big comeback against the Cowboys there.
Freaking 8-0.
Yeah, true.
This is, I think
Yeah,
that was the greatest start that they've ever had in the franchise history.
true. Like I
So,
gotta ask you a quick question though.
yeah, what's up?
Which do you think will happen this season? The Steelers going 16-0 or the Jets going 0-16?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. See, I don't have their schedules in front of me, which
Yeah,
sounds like a
true.
total cop out right now, but I don't know like what they're facing going forward, but I think there's a higher likelihood of the Jets not winning than
Yeah,
there
that's
is
what I.
of the Steelers tripping up because the Steelers, the one game that I do know is Pittsburgh does have Baltimore on Thanksgiving, I believe.
Yeah, true.
So there's at least one game in the remaining 7 weeks that could trip them up.
Yeah, that's
And
what.
it's the Jets. So
Yeah,
I honestly
true.
don't see them. Although Joe Flacco being their starter apparently now would be
Mhm.
concerning because he has a much better upgrade
Yeah,
to Sam Darnold. But they don't have anything else around them. So I don't see them winning.
yeah. I agree with you there. I think it's going to be 0-16 for the Jets there.
Yeah, I mean, they might be able to squeak one in if they face another fairly bad team, but
Yeah,
I think of the two scenarios, I see that one happening more than
yeah,
Pittsburgh going undefeated.
true. There, and I imagine late in the season they might rest a couple players there to get ready for the playoffs. There.
Yeah, they might. I mean, at the very least, Ben, because he's kind of injury ridden, or
Yeah,
riddled.
yeah,
Anyway, he gets hurt a lot, so
true.
they would want to try to protect him at all costs.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I
So,
think we're both taking the Steelers in this game.
absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. I like Joe Burrow a
Mhm.
lot. I think that he is definitely a franchise QB that you can build around, but ain't gonna happen this year.
Yeah,
So hopefully they can get him some protection in the late rounds and a couple of good weapons early on in the next draft. So
yeah,
we'll see how that all shapes up for them. But I
yeah,
do think that they do have a bright future.
yeah.
Speaking of the AFC North, the Ravens, who I believe are coming off of a bye, maybe, possibly, I think so.
They beat Indianapolis last week.
Right. They 24-10, of course. I just again
Mhm.
they barely played, so I felt like a bye. But anyway, they'll be going to New England, who needs to step up, but I don't see it happening in this game.
Yeah, me neither there.
I really don't. It's not a good matchup for them coming off of facing the Jets. They should have had a lot of
Yeah,
momentum going into this game, and then it just all got derailed.
true. Yeah. Obviously, we're going to be in total agreement with this game as well there.
More than likely, I believe we're taking the Ravens.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it has upset potential because Baltimore isn't the best of teams. They do
Yeah,
have their struggles, but
yeah,
New England is just not.
sure.
They're not the team that they once were, and I 100% blame Cam Newton
Yeah,
because he's not the guy for that system. He's a scrambler. This should be
sure.
interesting though. Which quarterback do you think is going to have more rushing yards, Cam Newton
Mm,
or Lamar Jackson? Because both of them
uh,
are scramblers by trade.
true. I say Lamar Jackson myself there.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, yeah. And I saw last week there was a Des Bryant sighting during the game.
Oh, good for him.
Mhm.
After his leg injury, I'm glad that he's able to come back. I'm not exactly a fan of his,
Yeah.
but
So if Lamar Jackson needs a receiver, you can use him there.
yeah, he's always an option.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so final game of the week is the one that I think we have the chance to actually split on.
Yeah.
We have the NFC North battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears in the Windy City.
Yeah. Uh, uh, obviously, they're you hate both teams.
I do.
Yeah.
I hate these matchups because I don't like either of you.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
Minnesota just beat Detroit last week, so I even have more reason to not like them.
yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Minnesota's on its way up there, while Bears are obviously on the way down
Yeah,
now.
didn't they lose like 3 in a row now?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they did. That makes me
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. But this week, I think I'm going to go with the Vikings to win this one.
Oh, we don't split. I was so hoping we would. I take Minnesota as well because I refuse to go with Chicago.
No.
I think that they can
Mhm.
beat Minnesota because I don't think that Minnesota's all that good.
Yeah.
But best case scenario, they tie,
Yeah.
and I can go home happy.
Yeah.
But no, I think Minnesota has it because they have Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. True.
And even though the Bears have Khalil Mack, he is only one guy.
Yeah.
So he himself cannot stop everybody, which is the
No.
problem we have in Houston with J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
He can't do it all. So
Yeah. Obviously, they need somebody to help them with it.
they do.
Yeah.
So there we have it. We went on for a very long time, but we had to because there were some things early on in the game, or early on in the video that we had to discuss.
Yeah.
Mainly the Saints and the Bucks, and my disaster, and my apology, and I am sorry.
Yeah.
Luckily, I can safely say that this will never happen again because they never play again. So I am safe until the 2021 season.
Yeah, they're done with the Bucks till next year,
Yep.
unless they meet up in the playoffs.
One can hope, and honestly, if they do, I'm probably gonna have to go with the Saints
Yeah.
just to save myself.
Yeah.
I don't need trolled anymore.
Well,
Fun fact: it was the first time in over a year of me knowing the guy
yeah.
that he was able to actually mess with me that way. Like he gave me so much crap for 2 days. By the way, it wasn't just the night that it was happening that I was getting trolled in real time.
Yeah.
The following day, I was also trolled. So this was a pretty big error that lasted a very long time. So the next meeting that they have, I will more than likely be going with the Saints as well.
Yeah.
Even next year, if they start Taysom Hill, I'll just go with the Saints then too. Because you know what? Why not? Why not? They have the best system and the best overall team.
Even if they're on a bye week, there you'll still
even if they're on the
go.
bye week, they're gonna beat the bye 40-0 and just completely destroy them. They are so good that they could beat themselves. That's how good of a team they are. The only team that can beat the Saints is the Saints.
Oh my God.
All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
anything you want to say to wrap up?
Okay. If you're a golf fan, enjoy the Masters. That's all I can say there.
Yeah, if you are a fan of hitting small balls while walking long distances, go ahead, enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And if anybody's wondering who I'm picking there to win it there, I'll just say Bryson DeChambeau there.
I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who that is. There's one golfer that I know, but I can't think of his name anymore. What was his name?
Tiger Woods or
No, of course I know who Tiger Woods is. I'm not that bad. It was a young guy, new guy. Rick, what's his name?
Rory McIlroy or
Yeah. That guy, Rory.
Yeah.
Because it reminded me of Detroit and their mascot.
Yeah.
I am just 100% just a football girl. I don't do golf. I barely do tennis. I don't like basketball.
True. Yeah.
But
I'm only a minor fan of golf there. That's about it there.
Yeah. I followed it a little bit when I was growing up, like with some of the older stars, like the Phil Mickelsons, the Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Freaking John Daly.
Yeah.
So I know some people, but this new stuff is no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know more people in NASCAR than I do golf, which is really weird. Because I don't follow NASCAR either, but I know them more.
Yeah.
Apparently it's the redneck in me. But anyway, we are going to get out of here because it is a very long video. So thank you guys so much for watching this. I am sorry again. And it won't happen again. And be sure to check out the links in the description for my link to Twitter and my Discord server where Troll likes to troll. And also the playlist for this game, as well as a best for viewer video popping up on the screen now. And we will catch you guys hopefully next week for week 11. Yeah, week 11. My mic froze for a second. So this has been an interesting night for technology.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep, the fact that there's only one split game means that next week will be even more crucial because there's not going to be any ground made up in this one.
No.
So hope to catch you all then for that one. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye.